Oh, we need to find the second chapter. I don't know where it is. This is very interesting. You have two small indie games you want to play after Sekiro, and then I want to play Dark Souls 2, Lies of P, Ocarina of Time, and eventually Elden Ring Challenge Run. Ooh, Elden Ring Challenge Run sounds like fun. What type of challenge run? Like, so level 1, bonk only. I mean, to be fair, bonk only is like pretty OP, I would say. Oh, rune level 1? I've done that. Honestly, like, it's pretty easy. Looking back at it, rune level 1 was easy. DLC, I don't think that will be the case, especially if you do like 0 skidoos. Like, I know 2 people so far that have done 0 skidoos. It's Wiglet and Showcake. Absolute fucking psychopaths. I don't know. I mean, I'm a psychopath, me personally speaking, but I don't know if I would go to that extreme. You don't think anything about Elden Ring is easy? It's easier from the lenses that you get a lot more options. Compared to something like Dark Souls 1 or even Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 2. Like, you get to... Because you have something like Radagon Sword Seal and you have all these different talismans. Or like the older games, like... Really routing the run and the strats are just already well established. And there's no reason to experiment with any different things. You don't have really any stat boosting items. Like, that was pretty evident when I went through Soul Level 1 Dark Souls 1 like, what, a while ago. It's like, yeah, the strats are Red Tear Stone and, what was the other ring? Loranthi ring? No. Fuck. I don't remember, but it was, because you get the grass crest. Also, hello, Frost. I'm sorry that I disconnected twice. In your experience, Elden Ring is by far the easiest Souls-like you've played besides Lies of P. It is, yeah. It's mechanically more challenging when it comes to like some unique bosses in the game. You don't want to look at guides, so you need to figure out shit. That's gonna be the fun part. Build crafting with limitations. Ooh. The nice thing about these games, experiences are so different, usually dependent on Souls experience, in my opinion. I got stuck in Lies of P and Dark Souls 1 is... yeah, no, Dark Souls 1... Honestly, like, you may relate to this, right? Dark Souls 1, I want to say, is... Depending on who you talk to, I think it's actually the easiest, and I think you're right about this. If you have a slower reaction time, or if you're more of a strategic player. Because really, like, if you really try to, like, if you want to be good at Dark Souls 1, you gotta treat it sort of like a turn-based game. Because the actions are so delayed. And you don't need to rely on, like, snap reflexes when it comes to combat. It's actually a lot more enjoyable. And when you view it from that lens and you actually play that game that way, it becomes a lot easier. A lot easier. I can't say the same about, like, the recent titles. Like, you have to be very focused. Hyper-focused, even. Say with something like Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring or even Sekiro, right? Like, they're still methodical, just not to the same extreme as something like Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 was like, it's even slower than Dark Souls 1, but where it fell is just like, it had innovations, but it had also bad decisions. Bad decisions that just hindered the combat and made it, like, unfair for none of the good reasons. Like, why are iframes tied to a stat? And Why is there so much emphasis on co-oping when I just want to play the game by myself? I don't know. I'm gonna sound like a broken record ranting about Dark Souls 2. I don't hate the game. I despise some of the decisions made in that game, though. Yeah, I would say Elden Ring is easier, but still, as a Souls game, is still gonna kick your ass. Oh, 100%. I just say like something like Dark Souls 1 is a lot simpler, a lot more linear. And honestly, after experiencing Elden Ring for quite a while, you have to emphasize that was like FromSoft's first open world game. If we're gonna like discount original Kingsfield's games back from the PS1 from Japan, to be fair, like those games are linear. I wouldn't really consider them open world games either, but for their very first attempt at an open world game, I would say it's of the same caliber, if not better, than Bethesda open world games. Because like you have to think about it like this, right? When it comes to like open world RPGs, Bethesda was, depending on, I mean, doesn't matter how you perceive them, they were dominating that space. Like the only real competition that Bethesda had was I want to say Rockstar, you know, with well, Rockstar and CD Projekt Red with games like Grand Theft Auto and Witcher, to where, you know, you have all the side quests and shit tying in together and like the open world aspect of it. And the thing is, I don't mind open world games. I just think for me, linear experiences are generally just better. Cannot judge Dark Souls 2 until you played it. I know many people who love it, many who hate it. I know people who found it too hard. You know, people saying it's too easy and boring. So just wait and see what my experience with it is gonna be like. Ironically enough, Dark Souls 2 was actually my first game. I remember because like a good old friend of mine that doesn't really play anymore introduced me to Borderlands and Dark Souls. He's like, you should really play Dark Souls or Borderlands. And then we played Borderlands co-op back in the day on the 360. It was a lot of fun. I played as Mordecai, you know, the guy with the crow and the swift justice and the snipers. Uh, that was like, man, he has good taste in games. Maybe I should give Dark Souls a try. And this is what I mean by word of mouth is the best advertising. And then I went ahead and actually got Dark Souls. Like I went to a store and I couldn't find Dark Souls 1, so I just got Dark Souls 2 because that was the game there at the time. And I got it and I was like, man, you know, I was the noob who's just like wearing armor, having a sword and a shield. I'm just like playing the game for the first time. I was like, this is really good. It's really hard, but like I got around to it and I was like, man, this is really good. Fast forward a few years later, I went through Dark Souls 3 and then he helped me like, you know, whenever I go through a boss, we just we co-op that playthrough. I was like, man, this is really fun. And then fast forward like another 2 years, I'm like, man, why did I stop playing Dark Souls? I really loved it. I loved the music. I loved the boss fights. I thought it was really hard, but I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed Dark Souls 2 and 3. And then I went through Dark Souls 3 again. I was like, man, this is really fucking good. But I never went through Dark Souls 1. Why is that? So eventually I got around to it. At the time, because like he was game sharing to my Xbox, I had he had the 360 version of the game, not the remastered version. So it was capped at 30, and Blighttown was a mess, and the UI was even a bigger mess. But I still went through it, and I thought it was fantastic, like from start to finish. I was like, fuck, I love this game. So I just got a fucking copy of the remastered version. And like before I actually played Dark Souls 1, because I went through Dark Souls 3 again, and Elden Ring was just around the corner. I was really excited for it. I was like, man. It happened. And I was just recently laid off from work. And let me tell you, man, it got me through some shit. Elden Ring is a very special game to me specifically because it got me through some really fucking rough times. Like, first day I got it, I just spent like copious hours just playing the game. Like, I just walked out and saw Limgrave. I was like, holy shit. I literally just wrapped myself in a blanket. I'm like, I'm gonna get lost. And I'm gonna forget about everything. I'm just gonna enjoy this game. I just saw Limgrave and I saw the fucking great Erdtree just spurring in the fucking sky. I was like, man, they fucking cooked. They fucking cooked. It was just so fucking overwhelming, man. Remember playing Dark Souls 1 on a school computer? I'm surprised a school computer can run a Dark Souls game. Fuck, man. For me, it was like running Flash games, and sometimes they just barely run it. It devoured you? Yeah, I mean, even in like the next 10 years or so, I feel like people are still gonna talk and play and talk about Elden Ring and FromSoft games in general. Pretty sure you have screenshots of every Elden Ring boss. It's pretty dank. Man, I still remember my first playthrough. I kind of just weaved. I started off as a deprived or a wretch, you know, just like with a club and shit. And then the minute I got a katana, I was like, all right, that's it. I'm weebing because I'm a big katana enjoyer. And then I got a Nagakiba, which is like the washing pole, which is just a longer katana. And I was like, man, now we're power stancing. With the exception of Radagon. The exception of Radagon is I killed him with a Castus. I just committed with a case. I was just fucking Mike Tysoning him. It was really fun. It would give so much money to experience that game for the first time again. Yeah, I feel that with like almost all. For me, it will be all of the Atlas's games. Be it Metaphor, be it Persona 5 Royal. When it comes to From Software, it would be like really all of their games. I would say it's just like those are my two favorite studios, by the way. Just like Atlas, From Software. Like every game like they come out with is just a certified banger. And you know, one day, Elden Ring and Bungie and Halo. Honestly, I was thinking about this a while ago. I might do or not I might do. I wanna do. I just don't know when. But wanted to do Halo Reach's campaign again by myself on Legendary with skull modifiers. I thought the final mission was amazing. And obviously because like I was going through some stupid shit on my fucking computers. Like I wasn't really too focused on the lore. I've enjoyed my time with Halo so far. I think for me it would be Halo Reach and Halo 2, man. Halo 2, not necessarily for the story. Actually, no. There was a very intriguing part. So it was before, like, when you, an Arbiter, or I was just gonna call him Arby, when you were fighting at the Covenant's base, I think it was before that one stupid fucking mission. Or was it after it? Where he dropped by this demon, this fucking plant. And he was like talking to you, Master Chief. Fuck, hold on. Let me pull it up from YouTube. Like a sore thumb.
What is that?
I am a monument to all your sins.
This is very fucking like this is poetry right here. Like this actually sent shivers down my spines. The fucking Gravemind. Gravemind is a flood? Oh, okay.
Relax. I'd rather not piss this thing off.
Demon.
Like it's hard to describe, but this game is like the narrative, at least in. I would have to do more analysis on the game, but I think it's like it's a portrayal of religion and the Bible and just just biblical shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty evident once the grave mind like confronts you and Arbiter. Wouldn't you agree about this? To be scared, bro, this singular creature has more knowledge than any computer in the Halo universe. Yeah, I mean, he's not God, but holy shit, I think he speaks on his behalf. I think he's a consort, if anything.
All will perish as they did before.
This thing is right. Halo is a weapon. Your prophets are making a big mistake.
Your ignorance already destroyed one of the sacred rings, demon.
Bro is legit God?
Shall not harm.
Unironically, I think he is.
Not hear the truth, then I will show it to you. There is still time to stop the key from turning, but first it must be found.
Flood lore time? Oh, baby. Hit me with it. Okay, well, hold on. Let me finish this video real quick, and then you can hit me with the flood lore.
Likely spot.
Because you gotta remember, I did it solo on Legendary, the whole campaign. This fucking mission broke me, man. Like, Sniper Jackals were one thing in Halo 2, but holy shit, this mission actually just broke me down to my very fucking fiber. But hit me with the flood lore. Tell me. Oh, I'll get us these again. I'm also gonna blow my nose. Jesus, because I don't know what's going on right now. Where's Batch? Dude, I akimboed fucking needlers. I used. I think the best part about Halo 2 was the akimbo needlers, man. They were really good. Oh, bad. Uh-oh. Am I gonna blow my nose again? I think we're fine. Are we fine? Am I not gonna sneeze again? Okay, I think we're fine. I feel like Frost is typing an essay right now. Either that or he sent the essay on Discord. Ooh. Yo. Look at this. You guys get to see this because Julius sent us this. This is Julius IRL. He's a cat. This cutie, look at him. Aw. Kinda looks like your cat. Well, it was created from the dust. Basically just a form of the precursors to preserve themselves of the precursors, which are basically the Halo gods. I was trying to find the right way to word it, so I didn't write a whole essay. I see. So it's an amalgamation of just all of them into one being? Is that what you're saying? So like what the Gravemind is just like a collective of all the gods, of the Halo gods? Into just one whole creature? So just basically like no? Okay, go on. I'm still trying to grasp the concept of the Gravemind. Like he's by far the most interesting character in Halo. I mean, like I still need to go through the other Halos, but like so far, like that has been the most interesting interaction and character in the whole game. Like from Reach to ODST. Let me mute this and turn on actual music while you explain this to me, like I am a 5-year-old. Go on. Go on. Told you you would find something cursed. Hold on, I gotta make him a bit faster. There we go. Yapping time. Yapping time with Aoful. Here is what happens when the flood collects enough biomass and intelligence to create it upon a grave mine being created. It can access the knowledge and memories of every single grave mine that has existed before it. Ah. So it's an archive of all that's ever been. How many grave mines was there before this grave mine? I guess that depends on how many floods we've had. Everyone doesn't know every single thing, but I doubt there's a single person or computer that has this amount of knowledge. That's why I'm saying, like, it's a collective of all information and shit. But it doesn't, like, Gravemind doesn't behave like a, really like a computer, so to speak, if we were to just dumb it down. It's as if he's a greater entity. That of which representing God or judgment. That of which, like, doesn't really represent a side. And, like, you can see with this cutscene, like, how, like, based on the context of what he told, Master Chief and Arbiter. Asking him, many grave mines is stupid. I'm positive at one point every planet had a grave mine. Interesting theory. I mean, okay, but in the context of Halo, every planet had a grave mine. It's just like it's interesting to think about. What if that's the case with actually every planet? Like, what if the moon had one? Earth, we can't say for certain. Yeah, this is what I mean, but I need to read the Halo books and also play Halo again. Yeah, no, he is. He is. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a celestial being. That of which is, like, greater than the, than mankind and everything. Tell you now, if a planet had a grave mine, you would know. See, I never let go of the possibility. What if there's aliens? But the minute, like, it was last year when the government came out and said, "Oh, there's aliens." I'm like, "Oh, okay, so there's no aliens." Gotcha, cool. And then you had this weird dude show up on the Joe Rogan podcast. He's like, "Oh, I've seen aliens, but I cannot show you." I'm like, well, now we know there's no aliens. It's just us. Yeah, I know that much. Sterex cats as we speak about Halo. Talking about IRL, praise every god that doesn't exist. It'd be fun. You know, it would bring humanity together. We would all have a common enemy. Maybe humans can stop killing each other. You know, it would be like fucking Helldivers. Mankind and democracy. All of our indifferences we could put aside, or sorry, all of our differences we could just put aside and kill the common enemy. We would not survive. Yeah, we could survive. It's just like we would go down from like 8 billion into like very, very small numbers. You know, a lot would die. I mean, I'm just speaking facts. I mean, it won't be as fun and like interesting like Helldivers, but it will be very similar to Helldivers. You know? Not just the country, it's the whole fucking planet Earth and people just fighting for survival and existence and shit. That would be the case with like a zombie apocalypse or something as well. You know who the Forerunners are, right? No, lecture me on them again. Who were the Forerunners? Also, if you want me to put away the yapping guy beside me, fuck. The yapping guy here. The people that made the Halo rings. Who is their master? Who do they serve? Themselves? You think? I mean, but why? Kind of. Juju! You beautiful bastard. Thank you for the picture. It looks really nice. Look at this guy. Got him. Juju exposed IRL. He's a cat. He's a fluffy fat cat. "22 minutes of flood lore? Brother." Alright, send it over.
Grave mines formed, and the Flood became smarter, outmaneuvering Forerunner fleets and infecting the planets which they protected. The Flood was able to bypass their defense fleets by infecting civilian ships, and then slipping past the blockades to infect the...
You want to make $25 to $100? Download and get good at Paunch when you're ready. 1v1 me on stream, you scrub. Who the fuck is this retarded chatter talking shit? Oh, it's inbred. I don't know what's cron shit. Hold on, let me look it up. Beat me twice in a row, 50. Love seeing the inbred game slowly inbreeding with you. No. What am I do? Hi, good morning. How was work? Here's my attempt at explaining this. I need the money. There's money on the line. This is what I'm doing with my life. Alright, make that bread, Aoful. Make that fucking bread. Alright, Alejandro. Oh shit. Okay, you said no white boulders. Oh my, what the fuck? What the f... Look at that rock. What the... How do I... The cameraman. This is AIDS. How do you punch? So looks at the enter, shift, maybe, control, no, Q, E, R, T, F, G, space, Z, X, no. I think I slapped you there. Oh! Oh, get fucked! Suck my dick, dude. Come at me, boy. It's all over for you now. Yeah, you grab that rock, you bitch. Yeah, what now, bitch? Come back here. You. It's okay. It's okay. Fuck. It's a draw. I could play with a controller, but I don't know. Bro, lagging enough for. Come back here. Andale, andale. Come, Gonzalez. You motherfucker, man. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Give me that. No, man, he grabbed it. No rocks used. No fucking. I don't need no boulders. I am the fucking boulder. Excuses, excuses. Broke ass bitch not paying money. God damn. What I'm hearing is. My name is Zimbad. Oh, it's practice? Okay, buddy. Okay. Take it real? Okay. Hold no punches. Go full dick. Full dick. Raw dog this shit. Dog shit. How do you miss? I'm behind you. Fuck you. Ooh. Ooh, what's the excuse now, huh? What now, bitch? Fine, you host. You host. You host. Bitch ass keep making excuses like that. Like, nah, dog. There you go. Hell yeah, brother. And when is the Olympics? Is it 2026? Fuck. Or 2025? We're gonna have a shipping? No shit. See if I can rock you. Okay. Maybe there's potential with a rock. Never mind. There is no potential with anything. I just spawned. Leave me alone. You know, Embed, if I ever make it to the US, I'll entertain this idea a bit more, but no. This is just no. You host? No, it's fine. It's fine. Fine. I have all the impressions from the game. How do I quit game? Will you leave this shit? No, 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 no. Losers don't get money. There is no participation trophy in this. I refuse to take your filthy money unless I win. You got me on one. No, that was practice. Doesn't count. You weren't going hard. You were just memeing. I refuse. I will refund your ass just like I refund the asylum. I'm not taking like loser money. Used to be on the top 10. No shit. Like you have 40 hours on this game. Oh, there's the exit. Okay. Confirm. Exit punch. I'm gonna grab me a drink before I lose my shit.